welcome, Camelia, to our podcast, The Power
Thank
of
you for
Hope.
the invitation. And the power of hope is a good name. I believe in the power of hope.
Yeah, that was the idea to bring a little bit of light around the issues surrounding countries who have ratified Istanbul Convention, and to give some hope also to the countries who have signed but didn't ratify it yet. So we were wondering, because ALEG is for so many years a very active organization in the field of prevention and support of women and girls victims of sexual violence, gender-based violence. And so maybe you can tell us some of the practical example which have inspired your work and you are proud of, and you think have changed because Romania progressed towards ratification.
Yes, and I can present some of my reasons for hope structured on the P's in
Oh
the
yeah, yeah.
Istanbul Convention. And I will start with prevention.
Yes.
It's where we take our power to do other P's like protection. So when working with education sector, particularly with teachers and students, young people, we found a way to continue to do education for healthy relationships and connect to the huge need for this topic that was communicated to us by both young people themselves and their teachers. Through many European projects, we have developed valuable methodology that was both tested and evaluated in several member state countries. And we didn't stop when the project stopped. We continued to deliver these manuals, workshops, very
So
much based on
you have
experiential
this
learning.
like a toolkit, right, on methodology of
Yes.
towards healthy relationship, right?
Yes, and it's a mechanism that works on the principles of gender equality and offers both decision makers in the school sector, the teachers themselves, tools and concepts, but also very practical exercises to do with students because we don't need preaching.
Yeah, of course.
This has been
They
very
don't like that.
successful,
Yeah.
and we have feedback from students saying how they have rethought some of their practices in relationships, even in friendships
Yeah.
with their peers, based on some of the study cases that we've done, rethinking power dynamics. So this is about prevention. And we also use a lot of arts in support of our work, like forum theater
Oh
and
yeah,
through
yeah.
the Gender Equality Festival. So trying to use
Which
all
is
kinds
another
of
very good
means.
model, I think. You are doing that every year, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
we've done it for 20 years now, even in times of great regression when it comes to
Yeah.
when the concept of gender equality has been heavily attacked. And the success is thanks to the allies in the local communities, like the youth theater, parts of the local authorities who really understood the importance of this. The schools themselves, we have a pool of over 300 teachers around Romania.
Wow, that's wonderful.
That we
Yeah.
communicate with, people that we have trained over the years, and we continue to consult on a regular basis with. The other P that I wanted to mention is that of survivors-led support, the protection part
Yes.
that is informed by the lived experience of women who have gone through domestic violence. And here I'd like to mention that we place importance on safety. We give roles, or we give the opportunity for women to take on roles in this network of survivors, but we always emphasize that we should be respectful of our own limitations and know our boundaries, as well as respect the boundaries of others, because there is always a big risk of falling into the salvation paradigm, where
We
you're
have
trying to be
this
a
all the
hero
time.
for
We try
others,
to
and it can
to make
burn you
everyone.
out, and it cannot put others at risk.
Yeah.
So this is something that we address through the preparation we offer for these roles. So we don't just throw women into
Many
the
survivors have this savior, like they try to save the perpetrator when he's
or other women.
or other
Because
women.
in our case,
Yeah.
it's about
Yeah.
supporting other women in their
Which is a good
way
thing,
out
but
of
sometimes
violence.
trying to save the perpetrator leads to the very dangerous environment. And, a woman trying to stay in a relationship because she thinks
It
in
may
the
be a
end
trap
it will, yeah,
sometimes.
yeah. So,
Yes. So we talk about forgiveness. It's important to have this disclosure, but forgiveness doesn't mean acceptance,
of
and it's
course.
important to make these distinctions. And Și eu reușesc network, that stands for I Can Do It Too, is really about giving positive messages, just like you do with this podcast. We realized back in 2018 that there was a lot of emphasis on what goes wrong in domestic violence, and very little discussion about the women who actually managed to overcome, and what helped. What was the good factor, so that we can multiply it. And this is what we have done. We looked for women with positive stories. We also learned from the negative stories, and we brought together women to celebrate their courage and to help one another, but also helping them respect safety and their own pace, because every story is different.
Yeah, and so if you would look around to the countries who have signed but didn't ratify yet, what will be the models you think would be of inspiration to them to help them move forward towards, having a convention ratified in their countries?
I think I know in Serbia of some very good activists who have been resilient over years, despite being in very difficult places from a political point of view. I know of activists who have reached out, to Croatians and Montenegrins and colleagues around them, going beyond,
The
the
borders,
conflicts
which,
and
yes.
the cultural divides. So for me, this is the solution to find enough hope and strength inside us to leave aside the things that are only getting in the way of us making a bigger difference and a bigger impact. I think there's so many wars happening at the same time in our new world that we have to make peace, first of all, at home, with ourselves, with our movement, inside our movement.
Camelia, thank you. Thank you very much for your sharing with us and for your continuous work throughout the years.
Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak today.